Hello, horror fans! Welcome once again to the HorrorAble. Tonight, I'll be talking about The Other Hell. Now, before we continue, The Other Hell originally was going to be my next horrible review, but due to the tragic death of George A. Romero, I decided I wanted to do some tribute videos about some of my favorite Romero non-zombie movies. Although I only did 2, the intention was to do at least 2 more, which I still am, but I wanted to do The Other Hell since this was originally gonna be the next horrible review. So with that said, let's continue. Now, The Other Hell. The Other Hell is about a convent of nuns who believe that they're being slain by the devil. Now, they send in a priest to investigate or exorcise any evil spirits in the convent. Now, this is Bruno Mattei's run into Nunsploitation. Sorry about the pause. Now, Nunsploitation is a subgenre of films that exploited nuns in the Middle Ages living in these convents who had to live in a celibacy. Obviously, these movies were more of like these directors from Italy and Spain, where the Catholic Church pretty much runs, and they're rebel against them somehow. Pretty much, what these rules or celibacy was how there shouldn't be no sex. That's pretty much what the Catholic Church was against, or according to these directors doing these nunsploitations. Now, my only other nunsploitation films that I've seen, not that I've seen many, are either Jess Franco's The Demons and Juan Lope Montezuma's Alucarda, which from the 3 that I've seen, besides the 2 that I've seen besides The Other Hell, which I've seen now, Alucarda has to be my favorite, and The Other Hell coming in and second, and then Jess Franco's The Demons, or Demons. But that pretty much was what these films did, was exploited these nuns. Now, this film in particular doesn't take much of the same route. There's not much nudity or lesbianism. The most nudity you'll get in The Other Hell, at least what I saw here, was in an autopsy room where they're doing an autopsy on this nun, and you'll pretty much what you see is boobs, and then you'll see how this other nun pretty much mutilates the nun they're having an autopsy to's vagina, which to her it's the biggest instrument of evil because of its need for sexuality, which they are so against. So the movie still rides along what is nunsploitation with all the other stuff. Pretty much what this movie has, it's how far would you go to keep a secret because of your of where you're at the church, you know. So you pretty much, even though you are the biggest sinner, you try to keep it silent and enforce these rules which you yourself haven't followed, but yet, since you want nobody to know what you've done or what's happen, you're going to these lengths to keep it that way. Yeah. So you pretty much, the nuns or the priest that gets killed are the ones that are either getting too close or probably already know. Now, the only supernatural element here is not the devil. It's kind of like, and I'm probably gonna spoil it, but I couldn't find any other way of saying it. It's more of a telekinetic, and it's not even used by the person. Well, it's used by the person who has a telekinetic power, but it is pretty much persuaded by a human. You know, while somehow saying, well, if this doesn't happen, then this will happen. You know, and everything is in her own way for that person's safety. And like I said, I don't want to give too much, just in case, you know, if you've seen it or haven't seen it or get interested into seeing it. It's a very good film. I enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, I haven't seen many Nunsploitation movies. This one being my third. And it's a good movie. Would I see it again? Yes, I'd give it another look. Will I recommend it? Sure. I'd say give it a watch. Give your own opinion, what you think of it. And I'm pretty sure you'll agree with me into saying it's a good movie. It's got a good solid story. And if you're more familiar than I am with the Nunsploitation, probably even like it more if you give it another look. I myself gave it 2 looks just in case. Pretty much what I do with my movies before giving them the horrible treatment or like the horrible review, and just to see if I missed anything. And pretty much I got everything like the first time that I did the second time. But I did enjoy it. I found it a very enjoyable movie. I liked it. And as always, these are my opinions. Don't take my word for it. If you haven't seen The Other Hell, or if you have and haven't given it another watch, check it out. I'm sure you'll find something you like. And on that note, hope you like what you see. Thanks for watching. Now, on to the next movie.